Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel where you will master cloud and FinOps. Please hit the bell icon and subscribe to my channel. So today we are going to talk about three-tier architecture. So three-tier architecture is basically the client server architecture where any of these three tiers can be upgraded, replaced and managed independently. So the first tier is called as a presentation or web tier, and this tier is predominantly responsible to display the information or services available on the website or web application. The next tier is about the application tier, which oftenly we referred as a business logic or middle tier, and it moreover control the application functionality via performing the detailed calculations or detailed data processing. Third and most important tier is data tier. So this tier consists the database server, and it is the most important tier as it is storing the data, and data in a IT world is the most important component. So the data tier is always kept independent from the application and presentation tier or web tier. And the best practice about the data tier is we should keep it in the private subnet. So presentation tier usually will be public facing, and application tier or data tier should be always in the private subnet. So let's see that how the user interact with these three tiers. So whenever any end user or end consumer communicate with the web server or web tier, the web tier independently communicate with the application server where they will send the necessary request or the relevant request to the application tier. Application server will process that particular request to get the data from the databases. It will communicate independently again with the database server, and the traffic or the response will be received against the actual request, and then that particular response will be sent to the end user. So in this way, this three-tier architecture communicate. All three tiers you need to remember. Most of the time, this is the question which will be asked in the interviews, that if we want to protect the three-tier architecture, what are the best practices? So one common best practice is to protect your data tier. When I'm saying protect your data tier is not meaning the protection and is not needed at the application or presentation tier, but data tier is more important because it is having the data, and for all organizations, data is one of the prime focus. So it is must that we should have the data tier in the private subnet, and no other communication would be allowed apart from the communication from the application server. So ideally, app servers only need to communicate with the database tier or database servers on the relevant port. So that is of all I wanted to talk about the three-tier architecture in brief. I hope after seeing this video, you will have a glimpse of three-tier architecture. There are more concepts about the three-tier architecture around each of the tier, but it will give you the high-level brief, which you can use it during your walkthrough or during your interview if you never worked in a three-tier architecture. So that's all. Stay tuned with me for upcoming video. Please like and comment your views in the comment section, and do not forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you. Stay tuned. Have a wonderful day ahead. Bye bye.